were saying kind of early in the season here, there's a little bit more coaching that that kind of goes into things, and then as they improve, you kind of let off the reins a little bit. About how close do you think that group is to maybe not close at all?
I mean, and I saw that with Shelton saying, I mean, I don't know if I'd let Kevin off the reins last year, but it's just sometimes you have to deal with other kids more than you have to deal with other ones. I mean, like Jordan Thompson, for example, has been here before I got here and knows the system as well as I do. So, but Lamar being a redshirt freshman, so you might have to spend a little bit more time with them. But as far as Jeff could contest to this, I treat them all the same. Don't I?
Which is horrible all the time.
Hey there, Vlad, thanks. Sorry to draw the crowd.
Where has he improved the most at outside receiver since you guys made that position change a while ago?
The biggest thing for the kid was just get used to all the running. He ran a lot playing slot, but it was always him and Jordan. So now moving him outside is a lot of more vertical routes and different things like that. But the kid's been here and started since he's been a freshman, so he understands and he puts the work in. So that was probably a bigger thing than what to do offensively, because he's a smart guy, knew how we installed the offense, how I taught the offense. So learning slot to outside, because he started here as a freshman anyway, on the outside.
With just him being able to, I guess, getting those one-on-one matches, he said was probably the biggest difference.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, because they're right up on you out there. In the slot, you don't see the true man coverage. You see it, but it's more off. And then we got good guys to go against. You got Worley out there and Chestnut and Rump. So, there's a lot of good guys to go against. So, that hand-to-hand combat and those type of things. And now you're trying to figure out, well, I could run this crossing route this way, but now I'm out here having to run the curl and do all this stuff. And there's more hands dealing with trying to get off press coverage than it was in the slot. But he's adapted to it. I don't really worry about the kill. It's just he'll be in the best spot for us. If that's outside, that's outside. If that's inside, then he can go back. So.
Big topic of conversation last year as we started to see how good Kevin had become throughout the season. He would tell us about a conversation that he had with you in the offseason, and you kind of saying you can be good or you can be great.
Right.
Is this a conversation that you have all the time? Is it something that was specific to him? What do you say to the guys who you currently have? And are there ever that same type of conversation to sort of challenge them?
With Kevin, it was just one of those things where he showed a lot of flash from junior year, then spring ball before senior year, and his thing was more, you need to be like this, or you're going to be just an average football player. And he took that to heart because he thought I was disrespecting him. But with these guys now, especially the younger guys, is just trying to fill out where they can help us at. Jordan and the Keel, and obviously KJ have been here for a while, so it's not time for that talk now. But it'll be time as a group. Right now, it's the whole group thing for me for these next 27 practices that we have to get the group better, and then as all the time in this situation, people start separating themselves. So then you wait to see, like, okay, well, if you're going to be a starter or a second team guy, this is what you need to do, throughout me telling you, or Coach Overson telling you what to do up until that first game where you've separated yourself. So not yet. It's not that because it's early, but we're trying to get the group better.
Coach, I talked to Sean a little bit yesterday, and he was saying how his relationship with Skylar off the field has improved, their timing,
right,
that on the field. Can you comment on that? Have you seen that?
No, because if I would have been watching it, I'd been in trouble. But, I know they spend a lot of time together. They spend a lot of time together. Shelton, if there's Shelton, there's normally Jackie, and if there's Jackie, there's normally Skylar. Those three are always together, and the time that they spend on the field is great, to be able to get on the same page. And with Skylar being the guy that's won right now, I would want to hang out with him too. But that's not why they hang out. But you got to be on the time, and which helped Clint. And Kevin and Mario. You know, they were on the same page from the summertime, and that's, you know, the benefit of being able to get your young guys here and keep everybody here over the summer to where they're working out together and throwing together. But, you know, Skylar and Sheldon just have a natural bond that's drawing them to each other. I mean, I think Sheldon's gone to Fort Worth, you know, a couple times. So, I mean, they hang out a lot.